So, all right. Thank you guys for joining in. Hopefully, I can teach you guys something that you haven't done before, that you haven't used before to be able to get bookings. So as we head into the fall, okay, do me a favor, raise your hands if your August sucked.
Yep.
No volume.
No volume?
Oh, now I hear you.
Oh,
You kind of cut out.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I said, raise your hand if your August sucked. And I was like,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. So if no matter when you joined Pampered Chef, okay, Christy, I know Christy has been in for 4 years.
2015.
Okay, 6 years. So Christy is old. And
Thanks a lot.
so just throwing that in there. So
You're older than me.
Shut up.
We're
So
children.
when with direct sales, if you are new, your August was better than September so far. Okay, so don't give up. I mean, don't worry about that. September, we've only had 8 days in September. So I will tell you that I felt the same way. Okay, so fine, Carrie. I felt the same way in August. The beginning of August, I was really getting worried, going, okay, what is going on here? And thankfully, things kind of leveled out a little bit, but things were not like fantastic in August. So I can only contribute it to the people that were, half the people were either like completely checked out on Facebook and were on vacation, and the other half were like focusing on getting kids back to school. Down in the South, they went back to school like 3 weeks ago. So it's like slowly getting in, back, getting back to normal, getting the kids back to school and all of that kind of fun stuff. So if you haven't been with Pampered Chef or other direct sales, things go like this. And it is truly like that. So it's a learning curve. And sometimes when things are really down, you have to power through until things start going back up again. So that is really the key, is to not give up, because I hear it from people all the time and they'll say, I can't get any bookings. Nobody will book anything, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I felt that way before, but you know what? If there were no bookings out there, I wouldn't be here 9 years later. People are booking. It's just a matter of how many people you're asking, how you're asking, and if you are doing it consistently. So that is really, really, really one of the important things that I've got to say. And you've got to remember that when you're asking people, asking people to host with you, not say for you, but with you, you've got to remember that you don't want to sound desperate. You've got to remember that it is about them and not you. So you've got to think about your wording a little bit. I can offer all of the wording in the world, but sometimes, if you're going to sound desperate, please host a party for me because I need to do this. Well, guess what? People aren't really going to want to do that. Unless you're very, very new, then your friends and family usually will step up to help get you started. But if you've been in this business for a while, you've got to remember that it's not about you, it's about the customers. Okay? So one of the things that I'm going to, we've talked about the birthday messages, we've talked about all that kind of stuff. So, wait, I have my notes in front of me. Okay, wait a minute. All right, so one of the things, there's 2 things that I'm going to share tonight, 2 tips and ideas. Okay, so it's already 8:09. I'm going to make sure that I don't talk too long so that we have time to work. So the first one is, if you post something, if you post on your personal page, okay, you can put whatever graphic, you can do whatever, you know, the little, I don't even remember what they're called, but the backgrounds, like the, what are they called? Like the screens behind it or the colors behind it, just to post. And you can post on there, you know, what's one Pampered Chef item you've always wanted and you don't yet have. And so I'm encouraging you guys now to go to your personal Facebook page and post that. Okay, so I'm going to share the wording with you. Okay, I'm going to share it in the chat and you guys can copy. Let me see.
Hey, Tara,
Yeah,
I actually made a graphic for that today if you want it.
can you please share it in the chat?
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to share it in the chat.
Well, do you see the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see the chat, there's like a little picture thing, there's a smiley face, and then there's the like the 3 little dots.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Would it be download?
Sure.
Um,
I'm sharing the words. Okay, so I did that with everybody. Okay, so the other one is if you can download it into the chat.
it's not letting me do that.
So when I click on the little, like, looks like a paper icon or whatever, and it says Dropbox, Microsoft, OneDrive, Google Drive, Box. I'm not sure how to do that. I can share, you can share it into the Work at Wednesday group.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
that
do
would be
one.
great. So if you guys want to take the words that I just shared, and I'm sorry, what tech guru, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Amy. I'm sorry, Amy Jennery.
Amy, okay, no problem. So Amy's going to share the graphic that she made. So right now, I want you guys to post it onto your personal page. And then we'll come back and then we'll work on some other stuff. And then I'll tell you how to respond to people that do comment on that. Okay, so let me see. Got to look on here. So the Work at Wednesday.
Okay, I
Hey.
posted it in the comments.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All righty.
Tara,
Oh,
it
that's
looks
a cute one.
Tara, it looks like our chat is disabled. I can't type in it. It's Teresa, by the way.
Oh, it is disabled. Hey, Teresa.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Amy.
I was about to say the same thing. I thought I did something wrong with mine.
I don't know I don't know why.
I'm back.
All righty, let me see on here. I have no idea. I've never had that before. Well, it wasn't disabled because Carrie.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was working, and then all of a sudden it went to disabled.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe you hit something on those 3 dots. Because I no longer even have those dots.
I have the dots.
wait a minute. Yes. There
There
we
we
go. Try it
go.
again. I think I might have accidentally hit it by mistake.
Thank you.
Yeah, it said who can your people chat with or whatever. Participants, panelists can chat with, and I had accidentally put it on the no one, and then now it says everyone and anyone
Everyone.
directly.
So you just want us to post these words or this image to our
Yes,
personal.
yep, to your personal page.
So we're
you-
okay to use the image?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Question.
yes.
Can that be reposted because I lost you guys for a minute and I've come in new and I don't have it in my chat.
Sure.
Thank you.
It's not in the chat. It's on the,
Work it
Where-
Wednesday. Work it
Yeah,
with us Wednesday link in Facebook.
Right.
Oh, all right. Well, that's kind of where okay,
So-
I'm going out.
Okay, so, well, yeah, you don't have to, you can just go down to the bottom of your page and go, you don't have to get out, like exit out of Zoom. So, wait a minute. Forget. So I will comment along with that. I'll comment underneath and put the words in there. Underneath of the pictures. So it says Amy Genry. Okay, so it says, what's one Pampered Chef item you've always wanted and don't yet have? So Amy, I love the graphic. Thank you so much for sharing it.
welcome.
Yep, that works perfect. So I am actually, right now, I'm putting that in there just like you guys.
Tara, I'm in the middle of a party right now, and I had two or three people order prior to September, and I'm starting to introduce the new products that came out. And I have a couple people that are interested, but we'll have to wait and see. So,
Oh, interested in hosting?
well, not interested in hosting, but interested in some of the new products. Like one person has the air fryer, and I posted about the mess catcher,
Mess catcher, yes.
and then also the modular pans too, since the smaller ones can fit inside of the air fryer.
Yep. And, I looked and looked and looked. Last week, I was in the morning, I had the Today Show on. They had something on there about how trendy it was to have modular sheet pans. And they had all of these different things, this whole article. And then of course, when I went to go find the article and to share it into my parties, I couldn't find it. So, but it was obviously it's like a trendy thing right now to have multiple and little pans and everything. So it just depends on, it depends on your group and how you cook and all of that stuff. So,
Yeah.
a lot of things are trendy. I just, in my new template that I did for the fall, there's everything in the bagels, everything but the whatever bagel seasoning. And like it's very trendy right now to do avocado toast. And I see Teresa making that face. I had no idea, like I'd never heard of avocado toast, but having two daughters home from college, they were all explaining this to me. And it turns out it is a big millennial and Gen Z thing. And I actually, sorry, I could see you laughing. And my 22-year-old, she made it for me. And so she took 2 pieces of sourdough bread. She put mashed up avocado, the bagel seasoning. She drizzled, and then she put feta cheese on top. And then she took balsamic glaze on top. And I was like, okay, what's so special about this? And I ate a piece and I was like,
It's gorgeous.
yeah, that's good.
It's
I
good.
was like, oh my God, this was so good. And so it was really neat to be able to share that. I shared that personal thing in my template, in there about avocado toast, and the same thing with the rigatoni with the vodka sauce. And I mean, I've made that here. We love it. And I said, I probably shouldn't, but I put in there, I said, having multiple kids in college, anything with vodka that makes them happy. So you kind of have to use whatever you can and use your personal experience into your templates. So That's exactly what I did.
Unless there's some people in rehab, then you have a party for them and
Yes, exactly. But, you know, so I explain a lot of times if people are against alcohol, well, when you're putting the vodka into the vodka sauce, it is completely cooked out. It is not, you're not
Yeah.
getting the alcohol in there. So kind of have to feel that. And I do have to say, while we were in the Bahamas, I had an amazing dish, which was vodka sauce, and it was so good. So, all right, did all of you guys post that on your personal page?
you're gonna, can you just post it one more time? And I'm not gonna touch my computer until after you post it, because when I have been going to Facebook, it throws me out of the Zoom.
Okay, so this is, so I just put it in the chat again. Do
Thank
you see
you.
it in the chat?
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
Yes, I did post it.
all right. So I'm not going back. I'm not looking at anybody that comments. I will share the, basically like the response, because, you know, you're gonna really, whoops, sorry, I clicked on something on my page. There's so many responses. I promise you I will share the responses, but one of the things that, like, I'm just going to briefly say it, like how I'm going to respond. I'll share the wording, and I'm just going to respond with, "Hey there, I saw that you would love to have the blank blank in your kitchen. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I can help you get it at 60% off this month. Don't stop reading." And there's like a smiley face. You know, all you do is invite your friends to an online PC bash, and I'll do most of the work. I'll be super easy, less than 5 minutes a day. What do you think? So I will share that in the Facebook group, in the comments. I'll share that afterwards, so you guys don't get, you know, I don't want to do it in the chat, and I'll just wait and do it afterwards. But I mean, like, I'll share both of the comments, because the other one was like, you know, raise your hand if you want a brand new like product for $132. And never mind. I don't want to confuse you guys. Never mind. Forget that. So, how many of you guys, okay, raise your hands if you've been in Pampered Chef more than 6 months. Okay. Amy or Tanya, I can't see you guys, but have you guys been in PC longer than that?
Yes, I have for a year.
A year. Okay. How about you, Tanya?
I joined in May.
In
So
May.
no. Yep.
Okay. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys was to be able to go, actually I have two more things. So one is, do you guys have any parties that from whenever you started that have not qualified?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
yes, for me.
Okay. I am right there with you. I always have parties every month that don't qualify.
What does that mean? There's
means-
not 200.
That they haven't hit the $200 mark.
Okay.
Or-
I had one that was 0. So go on.
Oh, I've had those too. But there's also parties that for some strange reason, the hosts won't close their parties. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go back to all of those old parties that haven't qualified, or the host hasn't closed out their party for some reason. So I still have parties from August. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to those hosts. So I'm going to tell you guys now, I'll share the words in just a minute. So I want you to send a message to them and just say, "Hey there, I have some great news. Pampered Chef just announced they're giving any hosts that submit their parties in September that can choose any item, of their choice for 60% off. But what's even better is when party sales reach 650, you can get another $100 in free products. Okay, your sales are already blank. Okay, you just
Yeah.
need another blank. what do you think about working with me in your party to get to the $650 level and closing it this month? I mean, that's kind of like a no-brainer. A lot of people, especially over the summer, that had really dud parties, people were checked out over the summer. People were vacationing. People were not paying attention. So when they say yes, then you post something on their page, post the video off of Marketing Imagery that has like the preview of the fall products. So post that in their party and then post maybe 3 to 5 times a day. Tag everyone in the group and run your new party. Like it's totally like, just make it like a new party, but the same party link is there. All you have to do is go into the party and change the party date, the start date to September, what's today, the 8th, September 8th. And you have to change it'll make you change the close date, but you basically just move the party date to a September date. And then all of the guests and the host are eligible for the September specials. So sometimes, you know, when you're looking at some of those parties, some of those hosts weren't, maybe they weren't engaged in their party. I had several that actually were sick. I had a couple that had COVID. They weren't really engaged in their parties, and maybe they're better now. They just didn't respond to me then. So maybe if they're better, or their guests are more engaged or more interested in things, and maybe if they're more interested in fall products. Sorry, well, my mouth hurts. So maybe if they're interested in the fall products, then maybe they're going to be more interested in placing an order or engaging, that kind of stuff. So let me see. So let me go ahead. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And it's for this month, and for customers, is it 20% off the seasonings or the
Enrichables and
enrichables?
yep, and
And-
taste buds.
Okay, now, if it's just this month, whatever they order this month?
No,
Or-
it's only if they order a brand new subscription for taste buds or enrichables.
So if they start a new subscription and they keep it going, they'll always have the 20% off?
No, it's just this month. It's just
It's
the
just
beginning.
this month. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I'm posting the words in the Work It Wednesday group, and then I will also post it in the I'm posting it in that basically chat. So I'm putting it in the Facebook group,
Okay.
and I'll put it in here. So that's what I want you guys to do for the next 20 minutes, 15 minutes. We'll say 15 minutes.
Now, if we didn't have anyone essentially respond to the post about the one Pampered Chef item, just go and hit up those people that may have had parties last year
Yes.
that didn't.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So it's going to take a little bit for people to respond to
Okay.
that initial one. So right now, what I want you guys to do is just go and start looking at your old parties. And I'm trying to do this. Okay. So I just posted it in the Facebook group and in the chat. So what I want you to do is to take, I'm going to set the timer for, it's 8:30 or yeah, 8:30. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. I feel like I'm talking so weird. Like, I'm going to set it for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and see how far you've gotten, see how many parties, you know, whatever, how many messages you've sent out. Okay. So I'm going to mute me. I'm going to, you know, Okay, real quick. Do you guys know how to go back and search your parties and orders from a certain date? You can change the start date. Like mine came up and it was like July 1st. But if I want to go back and check it to like whenever you guys started or a year ago, you can go back and check it.
I know that before what I've done is I've gone and at the where it says parties page, I put in the name of the person who had the party and I'm able to pull it up. Is there another way to do it or?
Yeah, because like
Okay.
I don't honestly, I don't want to sound bad, but I don't remember the names of everybody who's had
Gotcha.
parties with
Okay.
me. I'm doing 6 parties a week, so I don't remember who we're doing what. So I have to go back and look at them. But if you go back and say, at least go back to like January. If you've started after January, Mary, were you the one that said you started in May? Tanya, somebody said they started.
That
in
was
May.
me. That was me,
That's Tanya.
Tanya.
Okay.
Yes.
So then go back and set it for like May 1st.
Yeah.
But if you start, yeah,
Yeah, I went back to when I first started. Yes.
perfect, perfect. So yeah, that's basically it, is just to make sure that, you know, go back to when you started or at least until like January 1st. And then after we're done, after the call, go back to a year ago. You know what I mean? Like you can always keep going back. There's always going to be people that haven't closed their parties. I don't know why, but people that haven't. So
I'm sorry, Tara. I missed that whole thing.
you are not listening to me.
I'll admit that.
So I know that you've been in longer than, so go back and set your parties for. So do you know how to do that when you go back to Consultant's Corner?
Mhm.
Okay, when you bring up your parties and orders, it
Mhm.
brings up a search name and it says search by name, email, phone, or party number.
Okay.
Or if you go to the right of that, it will say you can set it by the dates. And
Okay.
so you can go by, I am turning mine right now into like January 1st.
Okay.
Because you never know, people get sick, people get sidetracked, people get divorced, people like whatever. And sometimes timing is just not right for certain people. So,
Okay.
you know, especially if it's been a little while, it's good time to reach back out to them and say, hey, guess what? You know, we can do this for you. So I just changed mine to January 1st, and I'm going back to any of my parties that weren't qualified or were not closed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Tara, are we just messaging the host?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't, I only have one because I close mine out. I'm going to start keeping them open. If I give them a deadline and if they don't meet it, I just got too many people just leaving them open and I got tired of trying to keep track of them and asking them. So I just started closing them out. But this one, for some reason I didn't, but she basically ghosted. So I got 2 of those. So they never respond, but I'm going to send them this message and go
It's a
there.
Zoom chat. Nobody. They're just talking.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm just going to send these to those people that ghosted me and see if we
Yep.
can get anything.
Send them. You know, you never know. And honestly, I gotta share something. So I did a party for somebody that I knew way back growing up, gosh, 40 something years ago. And she hosted a party with me, and it was like the last day of the party. She sent me a message, a really nasty message, and said, please stop posting. Please don't ask any of my friends. Please don't, I can't do this. And it was like something, it was like weird. It was really like out of the blue. And I'm thinking, what did I do? What did I do? How did I, tick her off or whatever? And she reached back out to me like 2 days later, apologizing, and just said, I apologize. I had a really rough couple of days. My son was sick. Our dog died. Another dog had to go into surgery. And it was just one thing after another. And she was like, I treated you terrible. I really apologize. And, and I kind of had to look at her and say, I know people get like that. And people respond sometimes, not realizing how bad they sound. And so sometimes things happen. People get sick, people have family members that die, people, whatever. So as consultants, it's our job to kind of not say, you're a, witch, we're not going to reach back out to you. We're going to give you another chance. So you never know. And if they respond back again and they're a little, what, then maybe I write them off and I'm like, not going to deal with that anymore. But you kind of have to give people a second chance.
I'm talking and I'm muted, but anyway, we're good.
You're not muted, but that's
I
okay.
was muted.
Anybody else have to use their calculator to figure out how many more, how far away people are from their goal?
Yep, it's a Wednesday night. It's after 8 o'clock. My brain went to bed already, so the calculator works for me.
Yep.
Oh.
I seriously don't understand the people that have not closed parties. I have two people from March, a $294 party that she has not closed, and a $607. So why not? Like, I'm definitely going to reach out to them.
I mean, that's in March.
Yeah,
Will she still be able to get that special?
absolutely. Not March, but she'll get the September.
Whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
All right, let me finish just up for a second.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back and continue to keep working on that afterwards. At least you guys know now what you can do. You can keep following up with all of them. There's one other tip that I wanted to give you guys tonight. So I don't know, like for some of the new people, I'm not exactly sure if you have this or not. You can keep continuing to work on the, unsubmitted parties. But for anybody that's been in for a couple of months, you probably have customers who have created wish lists. So now, let's say, does anybody know? Does anybody not know how to find their wish lists? Donna? Okay, okay. All right.
I don't know how. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys. Sorry, I'm going to go on to Consultants Corner and I'm going to show you guys how to find your wish lists. Okay, making sure that this updates so it's not. Okay, so I have to remember exactly myself how to find it because they change it around all the time. Of course, page is unresponsive, so why not? Okay. Why wouldn't my computer be slow tonight?
Because it's hump day.
Yeah, I'll tell my husband that. Hey, Carrie, after 22 years of having kids in public schools, tomorrow is our last first day.
Nice.
I'm like thrilled.
Your last what?
First day of public schools.
Oh,
Yeah, 22 years in public schools, we've had kids.
yeah, I know.
Yep. So it's got to be under my account. So I apologize. Hold on just a second.
Tara, are you looking for yours or your people's wish lists?
My people.
Go back to the first page. They moved it. They made it so much easier to find.
I know. I'm like, which page? Explore?
Go back to just your home page
Oh,
where you create a party. Sorry.
Mhm.
So, nope. So, nope, not that one. Go back.
wait, that's my.
When you first log in, your parties and orders. Sorry, parties and orders.
Mhm.
And then up at the top, where you create a
Mhm.
party in that, there's a list with a heart. Click on there.
We went dark.
Where?
Can I
Okay,
share my
no, I'm
screen?
not.
Yeah. Let me wait. I have to stop sharing mine because that's terrible. Yeah, go ahead and will it let you do yours? Should.
Disable participant. Okay.
I know I could find it if I didn't have people staring at me.
Oh, it says list. It's you can see it easy on your phone.
Yep, it just says
heart.
list. It's where you do your quick links. You got create order, create party, table, and then a heart that says list, and you just click on there.
Wait, you're on your phone though?
No, I'm on my computer. So if you go to, let me see what it does. So if you just click on my parties in orders, it won't let me share my screen.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if you made it available.
Oh, lists. Okay, I
Oh.
see
Yep,
it.
and just click on that list and it pulls it up.
Okay. So it did it from my phone. Let me see if it will do it again. All righty. So I don't know why that's doing that.
After you go to my list, what do you do?
It pulls it up.
It pulls it up.
She'll talk to you. She'll,
There it is. Wait, I was blocking it. So it's when you go to Consultants Corner, it's right here. Parties and orders, create a order, whatever table and lists. So let's see. It's going to go to my lists. Maybe.
if you have a lot, it takes a minute to load.
Yeah, it's.
And you probably have a lot.
I do. So it is listed on. Let me see. Let me bring that up here. All right, so my registry or lists. So these are the people that have created, it says my lists are my customers. So this is what I'm looking for, my customers. So all of these are customers that have created wish lists with me. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the, let's see, the lady at the top, and I'm going to go and look at her list. Okay. So she has the whisk set. That's all she has on there. So I could message her and do the math in my head. Okay. And just explain to her, here is, hey there, I saw that you had the whisk set on your wish list. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I can help you get that for 60% off this month. Don't stop reading. All you have to do is invite your friends to a PC bash, online bash, and I'll do most of the work. I'm going to give you a PC product present just for saying yes. And it's super easy, less than 5 minutes per day. So if you really need parties on your schedule, okay, so if you're really desperate for parties, you really need them, it is worth it to be able to offer a free gift for them to book the party. That could mean a free e-cookbook, so it doesn't cost you anything. Or you could say, I'm going to offer you, one of the upgrade prizes. You could offer them anything that you want. I will suggest that you don't get into the habit of offering too many big things that you have to mail, because it's going to cost you shipping and all of that other kind of stuff, to do that. So the e-cookbook, that is the cheapest thing. It's free, and you can send the link right to them. That's pretty much all I send my guests in the parties, and anybody except for if I'm offering them, an upgraded prize or something. So, any questions on that?
Will you go back to the wish list and let me see how you got, I saw how you get there, but I want to see how you get into the actual.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and this is my wish list of customers. Okay. And so all I have to do is click on the name. She gave me a birth date. So I'm going to click
That's
on there. Some of the stuff has been removed because it was just discontinued. But okay, so she has the mini, the whipped cream maker and the mini fluted cake pan. So the mini fluted cake pan is more expensive. I don't want to go through, if they have a whole bunch of stuff on their list, I'm probably going to just pick the most expensive thing, because if they're going to get it at 60% off, you want to be able to offer them that. So if I were to take $32, as in my calculator here, because I hate math. So $32, okay, times 60% off is $19.20. So $30 minus $19.60. Wait.
1920 is 1080.
1080. So I could tell her, hey, basically, I could help you get the mini fluted cake pan that you had on your wish list. So instead of $32, it would be $10.80. Would you like to hear more? And I can share you those words on there. We're going to be, we're running a little bit low, but I wanted to be able to give you guys some extra words. So after tonight, after we get off of here, what you need to do. You're going to finish up, and anybody that's going to be responding to that first post that we put on there about what product you'd like, what product you would like, you're going to follow up with them next. And then The next thing that we did was going back to the unqualified, I'm sorry, I keep you guys are all pictured down here on the corner of my, my computer. So you're going to go back and follow up with any of the unqualified parties, and send them all the message. So what if they don't answer? At least you've offered it to them. And guess what? If you have enough of them, probably you're going to get one or two that are going to say, sure, let's do this. I have one party that she's $20 away. Like, why not? That, and it was from a year ago. That was kind of stupid. Why not do it? That's pretty, you know, that would be dumb on her part if she didn't even offer it.
Well, now with the new products that released on September 1st, it's even better. Because-
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'm like, why
so,
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And she's already got the group set up. Everybody, all of the customers are in there. You've got, you know, everybody's already in the group. So it's not like you have to create a new party. You don't have to create a new link. All you have to do is change the date and take it from there. So you kind of have yourself a new party. I've done that in the past, and I've gotten many qualified parties out of that.
So it doesn't benefit you to close out a party if you're trying to reach sales if they don't have any of the additional 30 or 10% off items, right?
Nope.
Unless they have those.
Nope. The only thing that benefits us are the sales, the commissionable sales that come from the party. So,
And those would already be submitted.
right.
Okay. I just
So
wanted to be sure.
that's one of the really nice things about direct ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've already been paid for those sales. So if a party stays open, a party stays open. If the host doesn't close their order, guess what? They're the only ones losing out, not us.
And then
Yeah.
like we could keep it open as long as we want. We just need to change the start date and the end date so that those rewards for that month they're eligible for.
Absolutely.
Okay, one more quick question and I'll
You ask away.
okay, if we go back to the wish list where you're there on that mini fluted pan, can you message that lady directly from there?
No.
Okay, you have to go and find her contact info in our contacts.
Well, I know who she is. So wait, if I go back, because they've hosted parties with me. So all of these people,
Yeah.
I know them through Facebook.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
if you don't,
Oh, it
go
looks like
into
there's
their, yeah, go
a
into their
mail right
contact info and bring up their cell phone and text them.
what about that little mail thing over there or that message?
You
Will
can
it let
use that. If you click on it,
Oh, that's just to share. That's if you want to share their wish list on Facebook or share it through email. That's just sharing the wish list. That's not contacting them.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
And you contact them by phone or
Yeah, I contact them. Like I know all of these people so far. I'm pretty good with most of them. But if I know them, like her, she's on Facebook all the time. She's on Facebook all the time. So is she. But you could also text them. I have found over the years, people don't respond to email unless it's somebody like, no offense against older people, but some people don't use texts. Some older people only use emails. The
Right.
majority of people under 50, 60 rarely use email anymore. So I'm having much more luck reaching out to my customers and things that way through text.
okay. I have another question. It's kind of off this subject here.
Go for it.
I'm going to the bonus post that we did last time that you shared with us. You know how you send the words, put in the party, and you tag everybody at the end, and you say, "Hey, you get a bonus prize."
Yes.
So that one got me quite a lot of parties, but I had one consultant that I was trying to share that with, And I said, we're just going to offer them an e-cookbook. And she said, well, that seems deceiving. And I said, well, I said, in what way? I said, an e-cookbook. She said, you can get cookbooks all day online. And I said, not Pampered Chef.
Right.
So and she said, so what would you say to that? Like,
I would, even if I were to send customers a physical product, guess what? I only sent them the Season's Best cookbook. So
right,
whether you're paying for it or not, they're getting a cookbook.
right.
So I don't feel bad about that. Don't at all. And the only time I send them something different is if the customer or the guest in the party has won every prize, has participated in everything, and I'm not going to send them the same cookbook.
Right.
So then I kind of I'll send them another cookbook, and then maybe then I'll send them like a scraper or something like that. But I always start with, and honestly, I sent somebody today, and we're getting ready to end on the time, but I sent somebody in one of my parties, she won one of the games. So I make sure in my parties I have a game every single day. And the winner, I always tell them, congratulations on winning, the prize in so-and-so's party. I offer my winners an e-cookbook, but I'd like to offer you the chance to upgrade your prize to one of these products. And I share it to them. And I said, when you host your own party with me, I said, so-and-so host, would get a bonus as well. Would you like to help her out and take the upgrade? So if they don't want to take it, I say, no problem. I'll offer, here is the link to the e-cookbook. Some lady today said, I really don't need any of those. And I haven't had anybody say that before. So I said, well, if you change your mind on hosting, and she said, well, actually, I was thinking about hosting. I just didn't need any one of those things. So it was like, you kind of have to, you never know what you're going to get. So when you open up that line of conversation with people, you kind of have to keep it open. So that's exactly what I did. So she's thinking about it. The party still has 3 more days left. And, so I'm going to make sure that I get her to host.
I do have one question and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Am I on mute?
No, I can hear you.
Can hear me. And it has to do with the convention or the box that all of us were to receive for going to.
Yes.
Have they been shipped?
Yes.
Oh.
But
Okay.
but mine, if you saw on my personal Facebook page, I was complaining about FedEx because they said they delivered mine on August 26th, but it never showed up. It showed up Monday afternoon.
But is there a difference, like if you got the $45 package or the $79?
Are you talking about the surprise boxes?
I'm not.
I think she's
No.
talking about the boxes that we just got, the very last boxes we got.
Well,
I'm
it depended on when you signed up for conference. That was the thing. There was the people that registered for like general conference got the box of products. The people that was more expensive, I can't even remember the cost of it. Teresa, do you remember?
No.
No.
I mean,
130 something.
okay, but at
130?
the very end, they said
Promotion.
all of these products were going to send to everyone. And it had the mixing bowl in it, etc.
Yeah, it was the thank you. So basically for joining them, they had like 4 things in it or maybe 5. But yeah, mine just came maybe a week or so ago. I just got that.
I haven't gotten it. So if I were to call corporate, would they know if,
Yeah, they
Did
could
you-
check, they could tell you.
You did the
um,
general session, Donna?
yes, both,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because the other one didn't get the, if you weren't general session, you did not get a box.
What
And I
Like
was
know-
the
the
thank you
other one?
box.
And I know they're doing waves. It's in waves.
But
So I
what-
know that.
Okay, so explain to me general session and what the other thing that you're referring to.
You were
What-
able to sign up, but you didn't, you
It
couldn't
was
rewatch.
cheaper, right.
Yeah,
Um,
You
Donna,
didn't get all the
check
stuff.
I can check that out and let you know what you signed up for.
All right, thanks.
I
will
was
let you
gonna-
know
sorry.
tomorrow.
I was gonna
What?
say probably a couple weeks ago, someone had posted online that they got that update from, I think it was FedEx, that said that it was in transit and it ended up not getting there right away. I got mine, I think it was like